We have another science fiction double feature tonight because we're trying to catch up.
Well, and these are shorter episodes anyway.
These are shorter episodes. They're 10 minutes apiece, which is, you know, a couple minutes shorter, but that shit adds up. This is also why we're doing things in fits and spurts and sprints, because my brain hasn't been working for like a month now.
And I'm very sleepy.
Yeah, good times and great oldies. Anyway, science fiction double feature. We are doing 2 red versus blues tonight.
I have the cat sedated next to me, and by sedated I mean I'm petting her. If I keep petting her, maybe she won't say anything during our videos.
Your cat's meowing, you can't hear the dialogue. You say that like we never watch these again. We absolutely watch these again. This is just the first time through. This is our entertainment for your entertainment.
Yes, apologies if for no reason she just decides to get up and start yelling at us.
Because she's a cat. She does that when people talk. And she does that when people talk in movies and TV shows and whatnot, because people are talking but they're not paying attention to her. Obviously, this is a problem.
Rather let her wander than like close her off upstairs while we record.
Oh, then you'd definitely be able to hear her.
She's just too precious.
She's our third host.
I'm gonna try to keep her happy.
Yep.
Anywho.
And if she goes crazy and starts running around, it's the cat!
Apologies for those of you who it really bothers.
2 or 3 people who have ever complained about the cat, and everyone else is like, oh, it's winter! Oh, your cat's so cute! I'm like, yes. Yes, she is.
I think my favorite thing in terms of her sort of like interrupting our stuff was when we had our building was being remodeled, and so we had to record in our bedrooms. And like you could see her sitting on top of your bed, and so it looked like I had a little cat hat.
I think my favorite was, I think we were watching Ruby and there was a dramatic reveal and she just looks at the screen.
It's like that video of like cat watches horror movies.
Yes.
Which I'm fairly certain it's just a cat looking at a laser pointer, but like...
Yeah, but someone put in some fun sound there, and yeah.
But it's cute.
Anyway, so we should get going on these. This looks like fun. But first, we have a sponsor. As usual, as always, the channel in this video is sponsored by Fred's BS. That is fredsbs.com, FREDSBS.com, for some incredible baked goods. And I tell you guys about the cookies and jam all the time, but guys, he's got brownies now.
Yeah, he does.
And I'm like 90% certain those brownies have cherries in them.
I've been looking at his pictures on Instagram, and guys, it's unfair how good they look.
Oh yeah, like as of the recording of this video, he put up a post on Instagram saying the brownies are available. So back when we decided to make an affront against the gods sandwich that is cookies,
Simply sweet,
that is cookies and jam and brownies, you can do that now because you can now get the brownies. So yes, highly recommended. Super good stuff. Everything is fresh, never frozen. Everything is also made in small batches to preserve those unique Fred's flavors. Like I said, the brownies, I'm pretty sure have cherries in them. Like, yes. There are flavors that you can't find in stores, like we just said. Cherry brownies. I need them now. I haven't had dessert yet, and I just need these in my life. And of course, if you are an LA local, you don't have to worry about delivery. You can do pickup instead, so you don't have to wait a couple days for the good old postal service to get you your goodies. You can just pick them up yourself. So yeah, that is fredsbs.com, and if you enter coupon code KIACookies, that gets you 20% off of your entire order. So get you some cookies and some jam and some brownies and make an affront against the gods and just enjoy yourself. Get you some cookies. You deserve it.
If having that combination is wrong, I don't want to be right.
I want to be right.
Get cookies for you, brownies for me, and jam for your jam buds.
Jam for your jam buds. But I think the emphasis on here really is brownies for me.
I'm actually, I'd be happy with any of Fred's stuff, in all honesty.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
it's all good. Do you want cookies? Oh, wait, that's a different cat.
That's Elvis. This is Winter. She doesn't know that word. Anyway, we got 2 episodes of Red vs. Blue, and we're starting with Red vs. Blue Season 16, Episode 10, Cabooses Travels. This is in Rainbow Comic Sans.
I'm wondering if this is going to be anything like Caboose's Guide to Friendship.
I'm going to go with yes. And click.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my vacation photos.
Oh, God.
Oh, gosh.
Hold on to your butts. Ladies, hold on to whatever girls have instead of butts. Tail. Is that what it is?
Do you have a
This is
tail?
one from when I found a guy that shoots doors and went to the doors and had a good time with my friend Notepad.
Is he on Reach?
Yeah, it all started because I needed my ducky pay to start a fixed interest savings account. Big Rip told me to go buy some donuts. So I went to the donut shop and got to get rid of Principal and to borrow my gun.
Oh my god!
And there was a lot of yelling.
Team 14.
I'm very tired, so I asked Dylan for 2 cups of coffee.
Oh
I
no.
totally sneezed on that guy. Yeah, then we had some monkeys that they see my petty. But it turned out they were meat monkeys. So they don't come back.
Whoa!
They're like, stick! I hope they learned our lesson. Oh yeah, they're made some really, really ugly people and helped name our company. I think it was Dick. Ah, God, those guys were
That's
ugly.
cute. That's such a cute photo.
I think it's
Oh, the hairy jets look so cool, they started a fire.
fire.
Hairy jets are my best friend. I didn't mean the hairy jets started a band. Those teachers of
Is that the first rock band?
Yes.
God, I hate myself right now.
Yeah, it's far out. Yeah, let's get that far. Skip.
London.
God damn it, Caboose!
Well, that changes literally everything.
I'm gonna need some time.
And
to
yet
process.
nothing.
10, 15 years should be enough. Told you so.
At least we're still standing here, right? Caboose didn't erase anybody.
Yeah, that we know of. That is a good point, though. Cabooses travels
How
in
would you
time.
know?
In time for what? Am I late?
Time travels, Caboose.
Am I late?
That really makes you think. Circles. As I was saying, pardon, dear director, we're all set up and waiting for you. Cancel the shoot. This is way too important. Understood. We shall shoot the maiming scene another day, I guess. Whoa, we're up to that? Fuck yeah, time travel can wait. Okay, wait.
The
Real quick,
maiming
there's
scene?
still one more piece to this puzzle.
The paradox question.
Right. So far, all the time traveling can still be explained away by a really weird closed loop. No one's done anything that would prevent themselves from traveling in time in the first place. If you do that, let me know what happens. If there's still a me, and there's still a happens.
Speaking of closed
Put a
loops,
pin in that one.
my migraine.
What a good line.
Migraine. I'll see you guys later. Gonna grab some shut eye.
No, poor
And
baby.
that sound.
Please, I bring news.
The news? Boring. Skip.
Sire, the French have landed at Cornwall.
Sweet. About friggin' time. Did they bring everything I asked for?
I don't believe so, Your Grace. It appears to be an invasion. Lead an army at once.
An army.
I don't know who's doing the mocap for the soldier.
Okay.
But we are... Sire, I shall stand here and watch as the noble land of Camelot,
Camel toe.
Camel Toe, is overrun by the French.
Oh, you're so immature.
It is Excalibur. Blessed be the sword of swords.
That's what I thought. Are we done?
No, Your Grace, there is one other matter. Thou hast a visitor. He insults thee to any fellow that listens.
What? What does he say?
He saith Tucker is a butt, a dildo, that he hath a dildo up the butt.
What?
He said that cannot maintain an erection. He hath dubbed this condition wanxiety.
But you told him I'm king, right?
Verily, he counted. Perhaps thou art the king of masturbating, the jack of all offs, master of fates, and a cockfight of the highest order.
This guy. Off with his head.
Yes, sire.
Cockbite. Oh, god damn it. What the fuck are you doing here?
We happen to be in the neighborhood.
Yeah? Neat. What's with the, glowing thing?
Huggins has a name.
I love her.
Way late.
Hey, brother, when did you come?
Waylaid.
We happen to be in the neighborhood.
What brings you to my kingdom, losers? Need a knighthood? Perhaps a circumcision?
Knock it off.
Come on, what'll it be? A baron? Barren wasteland. Lord of the swamp. I'm the king. Get with it. The fuck is wrong with Tucker?
Somebody doesn't take rejection well.
God damn it, respect me! I hold the magic sword, and thusly I decide what's what. My word is law. The sun and the moon are the same thing. My scrubs to be dogs. Scott Bakula Star Trek is one long weird episode of Quantum Leap. You will not you will kneel.
We can see your boner.
Eat! I will fire you from the trebuchet. Oh, friends! I have
Oh, you're
finally
back.
found you. Praise be.
Look, Tucker, I didn't cross the face of the earth.
Just ignore him.
We're all in deep.
I mean, it's
O'Malley's
not.
back, guys. Turns out all our time traveling has been doing some serious damage to some serious shit.
How do you know all this?
Huggins told me we're working together now. Powerful.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Best
guys,
friendship.
Drop that thing. She's working for the bad guys.
I am not a bad guy.
It's Donut who's playing for the other team.
How dare you?
I have two
Haha.
questions. Are you seeing anyone? Do you like girls?
and a wave. Physics joke.
What the fuck is going on? I was thinking about
She
some
turned
important
pink.
shit and lost the thread.
That was so
Turns
cute.
out Donut's finger quotes God is actually the new big bad. He gave us time machines so that we ruin history.
We haven't ruined history. You declared war on France. They had it coming. Those fancy fucks eat snails. To save the future, we must fix the past. That's the mission God gave us.
It is vague, isn't it?
Like, starve a cold, feed a fever, save a future, fix the past.
It was meant to be hazy, so you don't go and do whatever.
Not true! Listen
Oh,
to
poor
me.
Donut.
Why would we ever do that? Right. How silly of me. Think my friends would ever be on my side. Fine. Die. See if I care.
Oh, Donut.
I feel bad. I think we hurt his feelings.
You did. You did.
Lord. Milady. The French are at the gates. They are laying siege to Capital Town.
Ugh, we don't have time for an action scene. Let's just go.
Leave? Now?
I'm not going anywhere. Friends, companions,
Uh-oh.
douche knuckles. I may not have been the greatest king, but I would never abandon my people in their time of need. Lancelot, mount my steed. I shall lead the charge myself.
Right away, sir.
Did you really mean that? Hell no, let's fail.
You're a bad person.
Ah, there you
Okay.
are. Follow me, please. Wait for your big moment.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh.
Oh boy!
No need. I'm already rigged up. I prefer to do my own stunts. Excuse me? Clear the set! Places, everyone!
Oh, Wash.
What's my motivation here, Jax? So you're this dashing action hero guy who pulls the whole team together. Right. You are awesome, charismatic, funny, brave, basically perfect.
Uh-huh.
And it all goes to shit when you're shot in the neck a bunch. Action! Cut! What is this, a freaking Disney movie? I said I wanted blood. Give me blood! Action! What was that? A fucking paper cut? Come on! Action! Action! Action!
You okay there, buddy?
Oh, Wash.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'd be more fine if people gave me some space.
Oh, that could have been bad.
How do we know it wasn't?
It was. I'm just saying, like, I was kind of expecting him to shoot someone.
What are you doing here? Same thing as you, my brother. And if I were you, I certainly wouldn't keep him waiting.
Ooh, are we finally going to see who this is?
Donut. Come closer.
Who is that
Actually,
voice?
I'm really cool right here. Like, I kind of tweaked my ankle and I can hear everything really well, so
Have faith.
I'm,
Walk.
Seen Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
I would never let any harm come to you, child.
You're my
What?
father? Oh my, that makes me fabulous Jesus!
All are my children. Everything that exists.
I worry a lot about this.
Everything.
I got sick one time from a piece of old gum in 8th grade.
I know what you're getting at. And yes, I am that gum's father.
Amazing.
Donut,
Gross.
something troubles you. It's your friends.
Yeah, they're such jerks.
Indeed, they are jerks. I'm sorry to say they will betray you, Donut.
Betrayed. No, they're my friends.
Name one nice thing they've done.
I got sick once and Rip made me a sandwich. Oh,
Then
but then he
he
ate the sandwich.
Donut, look at me. I would never eat your sandwich. Your friends have chosen the wrong side.
voice is
but
this?
I,
Who is this?
Sounds so familiar.
may still save them.
And they don't be nice to me?
It's not Troy Baker, is it?
I will spare your friends.
Okay. He's coming to RTX, so I'm like,
But when you do, there's one thing
Right, so God's evil, and
So,
I don't know who him is, but I worry about this whole Gears thing.
I feel like we sort of hit the nail on the head with it's Kronos, but Father Time, whatever name you want to give him. Again, what his beef is with the rest of the gods, who knows? Whether or not all of this is supposed to transpire so that time can be set right, or if he really does have malicious intent in mind, that's still yet to be seen.
I do like this depiction of all of these golden gears, though.
Yeah.
And I love that easily leans into, could be the Christian God. Shrug. You never know. I mean, the Bible has all sorts of depictions of, yes, this is an angel. It has 3,000 eyes and 8,000 wings and nothing else. Like,
I just really like the, I like the gears.
yeah.
I like the gears, I like the voice, I like the glowy blue.
I worry about Wash. Like a lot. Like a lot.
That was well
That was a
executed.
thing. That was a thing.
That was a well executed moment.
And Caboose is just setting fire to everything. Alexandria, London.
Every big disaster in history, just about.
And also teaching monkeys to use tools and giving cavemen fire. Which again, this changes everything and nothing, but how would we know if someone was erased? We wouldn't remember them. Like,
Yep.
again, just put a pin in that big weird loop. Like, we're coming back to that, I'm sure.
We shall see.
Anyway,
We got another episode.
we do
watch.
have another episode. Season 16, episode 11, Sword Loser.
Now, I haven't been
I worry about
spoiled
that.
for this, but people seem to be upset.
That is what I've seen from the general reaction so far. Admit it, my general reaction is somewhat limited because I don't go looking for discussion on things before I see them.
Yeah, no, you
this
don't wanna
is
get
just the
spoiled.
discussion that crosses my path. And everyone is kind enough to make their top levels not spoilery, which,
Very kind.
good humans.
Very courteous.
Good humans.
People should do that from now on.
Yeah, so let's see how this one goes. Sword Loser. I did not mean to right click that.
I got my hand back. The cat went upstairs.
Yeah, the cat left.
Okay, Huggins. Lord, I come with news of the Shizno.
Huggins is back home.
Did you see that?
News of the Shizno. Lord, I come with Dad,
I'm sure that's part of a
It's
map.
it's hands leading to a portal.
I've made progress, Lord Atlas.
Ah, you smashed them to dust.
I don't have hands, my lord.
Then
For the
why
glory
even
of
bother
Kentucky.
standing before me?
I can't actually stand, Lord Atlas.
You too? I can't stand him either.
I have spoken to the Shizno, your mightiness, and
What?
we had a chat.
A what?
A chat? A chit-chat?
You spoke with the Shizno?
Oh, this is going to be good.
I've had no
Shut up,
choice,
Loki.
Lord Atlas. We can't harm them, and they don't know what they're doing. I thought we could reason with them.
You speak to the cosmic powers, Flashlight. These mortals are insects to be stepped on, not debated.
You look like a flashlight too, but whatever. Lord,
I was gonna say,
lady,
shut up,
it
Muggins.
is hard to swallow. The truth often is. To save ourselves, we must invite the mortals to parley and convince them to stop. If I am mistaken, Lord Atlas, I welcome your punishment.
Oh dear. Oh no. Don't punish Huggins. She's the
You
best
better
part
not
of
go
all of this.
off turning into a swan.
Oh, you mean my one outlet? Why even be God of Gods?
Classical jokes.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
It's a
So
moon.
this is where you go.
I do not speak to mortals.
As goddess of death, nothing would please me more than to annihilate these Shizno. But as goddess of war, I feel our best strategy is diplomacy.
Diplomacy? I could uproot a tree with one eyelid.
Which is impressive and utterly irrelevant, dear. It feels dirty, but we must entertain these mortals. Also, Huggins has not gathered all of the mortals. We must convince these three to allow us an audience with the others.
That's the Ruby Moo.
Let it out.
That's the Ruby Moo.
There you go.
I don't know, looks full to me. That's the name of
Invite
that
the
joke.
Shizno to parley. I will awe them, convince them, appeal to their basest desires.
Yes. Speaking of, I'm a little jealous of that moon right now.
Oh. Oh, really?
Smite me?
Huggins! Huggins, I've changed my mind. We will meet in 10, 20 minutes.
I was in Italy. Not betray me. Oh, right.
With this vegan, gluten-free abomination.
And then he stole your time gun?
My what?
Excited to meet you, and unconflicted about it whatsoever.
Yeah, he's still more upset about the
Before we
pizza.
go. Now, before they show up, I want to warn y'all that the gods are super easy to offend. You guys need to have court etiquette.
Oh dear.
Yeah?
Oh, this is
I'm
bad.
a lady. You're there to hear them out. So, let's just everybody be cool.
We'll be on our best behavior.
How did they mess this up?
We're ready!
I mean, it's these three. So...
My lords and ladies, I present to you
So, we finally meet. Again. This time, king to king.
Tucker, what are you saying?
I'm not taking the side differential if I'm honest. Make me as big as you.
Lord, I apologize.
Very well. You may share my stature, Shizno, here on this neutral ground.
Rad, I'm huge.
Now me.
I want to be a 50-foot woman!
No!
All I want to do is see you turn into...
Formally complain. P5, fuck off, Griff.
Hey, why can't you both shrink?
Never! I am Atlas.
Dear, it's just for the meeting.
I do not shrink.
So when you turn into a swan, is that swan just ridiculously big?
That's different and also private. Fine.
Let us discuss the matters at hand.
Voice get smaller?
A generous compromise. The pantheon of the gods desires an audience with the rest of the ship.
Wow.
In exchange for this, almighty, Atlas, we would like to be granted a wishes 3.
Me first. I want an 80-foot dog.
Oh my god.
He does not speak for us. 3 feet is enough for any woman.
Huggins, explain this.
1,000 pardons, my lord. I told them not to.
I mean, explain what he is saying. Does anyone know?
They think us genies. They're asking to have wishes granted.
Oh, straight to it. Very well. Then let us barter. What do you desire? 3 wishes. Is that total?
Yeah, total. Exactly 3. Tucker, you idiot. We could have had 3 each. Okay, I wish for an 80-foot dog 3 times.
You realize what is offered, surely? Immortality, riches, the universe itself is yours to plunder.
Oh, fuck. Can I change my order? I want a 200-foot down!
Okay, I'm sorry. What is that?
His penis.
Oh, man after my own heart.
I wish for an energy sword just like Tucker's, but longer.
Ah, super done.
What? I wish for him to not have a sword.
You bastard. I wish for my sword back. That's 3, dickhead.
3 wishes. It is done.
Hey, I didn't get a wish. Don't you get enough, dog?
You could have wished to fix Wash.
In return for this boon, you will
I mean,
gather
it's not
the
like they
other
know.
Shizno. We will discuss matters further, including any other dong-related upgrades. And Huggins, good work.
Oh, thank you, Lord Atlas.
Ha! Don't be a sword loser. Stab you very much. Glad I finally got it right.
This is some bullshit.
Cutting fun.
You're telling me, Dick.
Cutting
Nice
fun.
day.
What'd I do?
Dagger, nice day. Stab a nice day. I can do this forever.
Tell you what. Take a few hours to think about it.
Let's just leave both of them without a time gun.
Yep.
I hope they're back on the moon.
So, did you
She's
think?
still-
Oh, I sure did. You know, it's nice to just think for the hell of it. I'm feeling real mindful. That's not what I meant. So first I thought, hey, I'm hungry for cookies. I ate a cookie with some earbuds in, and it sounded like being inside had a snow boot. It was cool. Tucker. Then I thought, hey, it's real fucked up we haven't shared the tech behind unlimited salad bars with developing countries. Then I wondered if sloths have a mating yawn.
Oh, whatever. Forget it. After today, the gang will be whole again. No more Sis and Tuck's excellent adventure. No more us.
Good.
I guess.
What was the point?
Beats me.
You know, you must really hate me.
Tucker, you idiot. I don't hate you.
Are you sure? You've managed to sleep around constantly and still be, like,
Be what?
still be like, not sleeping around.
I don't follow.
It's just like,
What?
you've just kinda,
Tucker, spit it out.
you've just been kinda frigid. I don't know.
What? Seriously?
I take it back.
You know, I was just gonna be quietly disappointed in you, Tucker. But fuck you, you half a person.
Name calling.
You really showed your colors today, dude. You were the fucking king of England, but that wasn't enough. You wanted your best friends to kneel too.
And they wouldn't. That counts for something.
You crushed multiple lifelong fantasies of mine with multiple horses. You stopped me from having literal magic wishes.
That wish thing was mostly crit.
I'm not frigid at all. I just won't do you, and it hurts your big gross ego. Do you realize how narcissistic you are? I mean, do you even know?
Please, tell me.
Let's take a look at your whole sex-obsessed thing, shall we? You're all about filling holes, right? Bow chicka bow wow.
Damn straight.
The big hole in your confidence, huh? And you throw women at it to plug it up. And they never touch the sides, do they? Hey, you think you're a sexual person? Dude, fuck off. I am a sexual person. I look, feel. I fucked in the eye of a tornado. One time I jilled it till I got a friction scar. I kissed a girl at New Year's so hard, she was wearing my heart-shaped glasses afterwards. I love it. You love you. And like an idiot, I actually saw something in you. Something more than physical. I hoped, maybe, you might realize that if you had a few hours to reflect. But big surprise, a reflection only made you love yourself more.
Damn. That must have really cut you to the bone. Ow! Saltador!
Does he still have super speed? Okay, I can see why some people weren't on board with this. It was a little much, but I don't hate it.
I feel like we've thrown out a lot of character development that Tucker has had over over essentially the chorus arc.
Yeah,
and
mostly the
before,
chorus
like
trilogy.
we've thrown out a lot of who he's come to be and gone back to
Bow chicka bow wow.
making fun of who he was in Blood Gulch. And there's some things where it's like, okay, repopulated half a planet by himself. I thought that was hysterical. Like a really good throwaway gag and a really good throwaway character. Like God, what, Porkins? Was that his name last season?
The lawyer.
The lawyer. He was hysterical. I like that little bit went nowhere and that was the joke. Like okay, I thought that was kind of funny.
Big, scary rhino armor, and then he was just a lawyer, and then he disappeared. And that was it.
But for a lot of this, we've created a problem that he's grown past. He's been a competent leader before. He's shown that he can step up to the plate, and he's shown that he can do it without freelancer leadership around. Like, we've seen him to be a better person than this, and for some reason a 10-month hiatus rolled back all of that, and that's not really how that works.
Granted,
so
yeah,
if this is the way that Tucker had been the whole time, then this absolutely would have been a deserved conversation. But I feel like we've taken a step to the left of where Tucker is actually able to go and where he has been. And we're going at that version of him as opposed to the version that we've had. I don't know if I'm explaining this well.
Well, even kind of setting the chorus trilogy aside, like Wash getting hurt last season was the wake-up call he needed. And granted...
And then it just looks like it didn't take. And I know it's been the course of a year since the end of last season.
But
I mean, we had the course of a year and it was 10 episodes.
It hasn't been that long for him. Like,
I
'cause
actually have no idea.
They've been jumping through time, so we don't know how much time it's been.
It
for him.
may have been.
Weeks?
I mean, we got a montage of Griff walking to England. That takes some time, especially at Griff speeds. So I think it took some time for him to become king. Like, I don't think.
I will say that to play devil's advocate a little bit. I for the most part I agree. I feel like
having a different opinion doesn't make you devil's advocate.
No. Like I definitely agree that his character arc in the Chorus trilogy, and even like I said last season, seems to contradict where he's at right now. I will say though, when a character's pride is hurt, or when they feel like they are wrong or entitled to something, and when it comes to Tucker, women and sex is something he feels like he's entitled to, people can regress and act petty and stupid. Especially when it comes to relationships, that like people who you consider good people, or people who you generally consider responsible, or at least semi have a good head on their shoulders, can act like total jackasses when love is involved. Or in this particular case, not love on Tucker's part, but when his fragile male pride is on the line. So I understand what they're going for here. I feel like there was a way to tackle his toxic masculinity without
making it the be-all and end-all of his character. Which
Fair
is
enough,
what that's... I've run into this before. Everyone's good at some types of characters and not as good at others. There are definitely, even just sitting down and doing fan fiction and doing whatever, I've realized I'm really good at certain types of characters, and there are others where it's like, you need to be a part of this story, but god damn, I have no idea how to write you. And sometimes that winds up being, okay, well, here are a couple of their bigger character traits, you focus on that, and when you do that, you lose the nuance of a character. And we're balancing a cast of, what, 20 at this point? Having added
cast.
the gods and Huggins and Muggins and whatnot, and the people on Chorus, and
that's setting
and
aside
Jax.
all the time travel machinations that are going on.
So we're balancing a lot of characters. And Joe is very, very good at Griff. And good at Huggins. And he's
friendship.
He's got a slew of characters that he's great at. I don't think he's good at Tucker. And I think that's coming out in some of what we've been seeing. And it's not like, this is all completely terrible, let's flip a table. It's... And I think that's the problem when you have a long-running series, is that this happens. In every long-running series, you have different people pick up the reins, you have different writers, you have different producers, you have different story focuses.
Different interpretations of the character.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so it's hard to keep something going consistently for 16 seasons, and goddamn if Red vs. Blue hasn't managed it. And I'm not saying like, I give up on everything, this is all terrible, rah. I'm saying I'm disappointed in this particular development with this particular set of characters. Like, I don't think this particular bit has lived up to what we've had in terms of Tucker, and I think it's focusing on one aspect of his character to the exclusion of others, because sometimes when you don't have a great grasp on a character, it's easy to focus on a large aspect, and you have to balance literally everything else happening. Like, I'm not sitting here and going, you're a bad writer, it's bad writing. I'm going, I can see what happened. I'm still disappointed, but I can understand why and how.
Whereas I'm
trying to find the balance here.
I think I'm a little bit more forgiving than most fans, because I'm like, I mean, we've definitely gone off on like rants talking about character regression when it comes to certain episodic television series. Like, why don't characters learn their lessons? We've gone on many a rant, but we've also come to understand that like sometimes character regression is as it is in real life, is a lifelong struggle. You know, you're not just going to be, you know, even if somebody does undergo a character arc, like, that can be a sliding scale. You can slide backwards a little bit. And I definitely think, when was the last time Tucker was alone with a woman for a considerable amount of time, especially one that doesn't put up with any of his nonsense.
I don't know. I think if there's been something like that recently, it's been off screen.
Yeah, it like again, he's had plenty of women in his life, but like in terms of just him being one-on-one with a woman, I'm like one-on-one with Dylan and Carolina and Tex every now and then, but usually it was very brief and usually it was in the context of a group. Maybe Dr. Gray and
a whole bunch of women who are very much line in the sand knows, and everyone knows it. But Sister, according to Tucker, was a yes. Like in his mind, they did a sex.
Well, and even so, like he's also kind of internally slut-shaming her too. He's like, "Oh, you're easy." Like, "Oh, you're easy. You'll spread your legs for anybody except me." And again, that's a problem with his own internalized misogyny, and we know how toxic that mentality can be. So I get wanting to like focus on that because like he is a hero. Yeah. He's done a lot of great things, and he's learned how to step up to the plate when it comes to being a hero and when it comes to being a leader. One thing I will concede that I don't think he's done at any point is get his ego in check. Like, he's had development with Absalon and / Church. He's had development with Wash. But yeah, as far as the other women in his life, he hasn't had a significant character development relationship arc with any of them.
This is true.
It's Red versus Blue is a little bit of a boys' club.
I mean, yeah.
Thank goodness, in the last couple seasons we've been working to get more women in the show, which is excellent, and I'm always a fan of.
Getting them to stick around is a whole other ball of wax.
So taking that character in particular and putting that aspect of his personality under a microscope and just basically taking his biggest character flaw and putting it against another character who will ultimately
has had a ton of growth since the last time they saw each other.
Yeah, and ultimately can antagonize him in that way. I get why it would escalate to this point. At the same time, I'm like, I'm definitely in the same camp of like, we could have tackled his sort of attitude towards Sister and just towards women in general and himself in a different way. That being said, like I said, I'm willing to see how this plays out, but I get why people are upset, and I will admit too that like it's more like ooh for me as opposed to like oh yeah I get it, but
this was a tough one. I do think we need to see how the rest of this season and honestly next season play out.
Yeah, for sure.
Because this is, again, we're halfway through the season, 2/3, we don't know, ? I don't think we've had anything saying how many episodes we have this season.
What number was this, 11?
10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well this might have been 11 and the other one might have been 10. Yeah, this was 11. We did 10 and 11 at the same time. So yeah, this could be halfway, this could be 2/3, but we know that this story is a 2-season arc. So we're not done yet. And we'll have to see where it goes from here, honestly. Yeah. Again, there are some things in development that I'm definitely intrigued by. There are some things I'm enjoying. There are some things I'm like, uncertain.
Well, and
it's a mixed bag of a season.
And
it's not a bad thing.
I will say too, in real life, good people can act like dicks sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, we all have our flaws, and we all have people who just at the end of the day we're never going to get along with. Not that they're the bad guy or not that you're the bad guy. It's just two people are just not going to connect or get along, and that's okay. So I get having something like this where, to the people, of course, Tucker's a hero and a leader, but like one-on-one with Sister, he's just an ass. Like, you can be both, I get it, but like I said, at the same time, I get what people would take to this poorly.
Yeah. Like I said, at this point, it's a whole lot of we'll see. Because this was the big for this episode, and then we stopped. And we might not come back to this for another episode or two, depending on how things develop. I would imagine that the powwow with the gods is going to happen within the next couple of episodes, but I'm sure we'll have a buildup of grabbing everyone else and bringing them into this noise, like getting the band back together. So again, it's a whole lot of we'll see. We were left with this whammy, and we're left to kind of ruminate on this until Saturday rolls around and we drop another one.
I'm just glad no one died.
Yeah! So far.
Yeah, give it time. Give it time. Ooh, you know.
Also, I really want to know. I really want to know what weird paladin quests are associated with Griff's sword.
You know what it is?
What is it?
Oh, him having that sword is ultimately going to put him, like, on Locust's grand dark paladin quest. You know, that thing he was actively avoiding by wanting to get a magic sword for the sole purpose of one-upping Tucker. Now he has a magic sword that Locust needs. Griff, you're coming with me. No!
Like I said, we got that
The
urgent
universe
message
needs
from
you.
Locust that we decided not to listen to. I'm like, can we get him in this season? Can we get Locust going? You're doing time travel. And just see how that plays out.
I would love to just see the gears turning of like you're doing time travel.
Just that four image photo set of like that, but Locust. I'm sure someone's drawn it already. I need to see it.
His name is Samuel, right?
Samuel Ortez.
I'm just picturing Samuel Ortez, just like
the concerned Nicolas Cage look.
yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Yes. I'm sure someone has already drawn that too.
So, if you
haven't, please do.
If you guys want to hear us talk more about these, you should tune in on Wednesday nights on AfterBuzz.
Every other Wednesday. Because other
Wednesday.
Wednesdays we do Camp.
We do indeed.
Yeah, Wednesday 7 p.m. the AfterBuzz TV animation channel. I have no idea when this video is going to go up because what is a recording schedule? We just don't know.
It will forever be a mystery until whatever date that says.
But if you follow the ABTV Rooster Team Twitter, we tell you what we're doing from week to week so you can tune in at the appropriate moments. Yeah. Good times and great oldies. For now.
I'm Megan. You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at TheMenguin. That's TheMenguin.
And I'm Katie. You can follow me all over the social medias as well as on Twitch at Kiaxet. That is Kiaxet. We have a sister channel, Silver Screams, Silver_Screams on the social medias and Silver Screams on YouTube. We did a reaction to the new Halloween trailer. And, yeah, it actually got me. It actually got me. So if you want to see that and other horror-related things that we do, they live on that channel.
I could hear your heart stop.
It wasn't that bad. Don't spoil them. They haven't watched it yet. If you would like to support this channel and all of our ridiculous shenanigans, there are a few ways you can do that. We do have the Patreon. That is, if you want to do a monthly donation and get some rewards for it, cat videos, Steven Universe reactions, the ability to request a video that I can react to, which is what we reserve for our highest echelon of patrons. Or if you just want to follow it, as long as you have a Patreon account, you can follow the Patreon without subscribing to it. And I'd recommend doing that because I post videos on the Patreon after they have made it through the YouTube bullshit. I lost all of my other words, but let's be real, that's what it is. After we've gone through the the bullshit, I just lost the word again.
Algorithm?
Thank you. My brain was going anagram. I'm like, it is not an anagram. What is it?
Algorithm.
After they've made it out the other side of the bullshit algorithm, they go on the Patreon, so that's how you know they're up to stay for a good chunk of time. And I also do State of the Patron posts, so you kind of know what's going on with the recording schedule and with Life, the Universe, and everything, and all that fun stuff. I actually just Did one today, which will have been about a week ago as of the time of this video, but nonetheless, I keep things fairly up to date on the Patreon, so if you want news, that's also a good place to follow. If you just want to throw a couple bucks our way, we do have a Ko-fi. If you would like to commission us, we do those as well. That commission information is down there, and supporting our sponsor supports us as well. So remember to go to fredsbs.com, use use coupon code Kia Cookies for 20% off your order. Get you some brownies. Those are brand new and they look amazing. Get you some cookies because those are amazing. And there are going to be some brand new summary items coming into the shop as well, so keep an eye out for those. So yeah,
can't wait to see what he's got.
Yeah. If you like the video, if you want to see more, if you want to see us continue to do this and get into very deep debates about multicolored soldiers and canyons, because let's be real, at its heart, that's still what this show is.
And also for people who enjoy our Rooster Team endeavors, be sure to check out Welcome to Vale, which is a Ruby-esque take on the world of Welcome to Nightmare or Night Vale, or a Welcome to Night Vale-esque take on the world of Remnant. Whichever you prefer.
That is on the Rooster Team AfterBuzz.
It is indeed, and be sure to subscribe on YouTube and check out the TeePublic site.
You actually cut off my spiel for subscribing for this channel.
Sorry. I thought you were done.
I was not done.
I don't know.
I'm just working in bits and starts.
I heard Kia coupons.
You did. You did. It's been a long ass day. And I'm pretty sure this video is going to start pushing an hour soon. Yeah, if you liked all of this, if you want to see more, all that fun stuff, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell because, again, the algorithm is some bullshit. But if you want to let it know that you like these videos and you want them to show up in your subscription feed, the bell helps. I don't know how or why, but it does.
Again, it will forever be a mystery.
Guess I'll die.
Okay.
Like, subscribe, ding. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.